After nearly 2 years, communities along the border with British Columbia can once again welcome visitors from Canada.
The international border opened to travelers arriving by land this morning, and those fully vaccinated from COVID-19 are being welcomed into both countries with open arms.
But the reopening is not the windfall of tourist dollars from the north many businesses owners were hoping to see. Fox 13's Steve Kickens is live in Blaine with more on all this. Steve?
Yeah, that's right. Communities like Blaine here, they're depending on those folks from Canada coming down here to fill those cash registers. But getting back into Canada requires a negative COVID-19 test. Those tests can cost upwards of $200. That expense may have turned this reopening into a soft reopening.
It's a community-driven business at this point, which is very cool. Canadians are a part of our community too, but it's really a community-driven business at its heart.
Fresh oysters outdoors by the sea, not bad for a November lunch in Blaine. The owner of Drayton Harbor Oyster Company says his seafood fans are ready to make a comeback.
To see that excitement over just eating a couple frickin' oysters at an oyster bar, right? But they missed it that much, so yeah, hopefully we see more of it.
But the comeback is so far still in the works. Downtown Blaine is not exactly hopping the day international land crossings resume after nearly 2 years of shutdowns.
It's going to be kind of an international twist idea.
Business owner Gary Slavin hopes to open Gateway 1890 Tap House and Grill in December. He also operates Rustic Fork restaurant across the street, and he needs Canadians flowing across the border for his investments to turn a profit.
I'm a little leery about it, obviously with the restrictions that they have coming down, with Canadians still having to test to go back. I can't see the daytime grab gas, grab milk, come down for the day type people coming for quite a while until they get rid of that testing.
Crossings into Canada requires both vaccination and proof of negative COVID tests, an expensive requirement that could turn a border reopening into a non-starter for local businesses. U.S. Representative Susan Delbene toured Blaine on Monday and says she hopes negotiations between neighboring nations can provide more clarity around testing requirements.
It's one thing when folks were flying by plane and were more likely to stay here for a few days, but now some people might be coming down just for a couple hours. So the hope is that folks could be able to come down and go back. Maybe they had a test before they even came into the U.S. and used that same test to go back.
Uncertainty is it a 1 day, is it a 2 day, 3 day thing, or are we going to get a big influx of folks consistently?
Seymour hopes today's trickle of tourists soon becomes a deluge of dollars. So do county leaders, saying North Sound economies depend on the Canadians.
I think this will at least gives us hope that by next spring or coming summer, people will have plans.
So we have seen a number of Canadian license plates down here. Some of the business owners tell us not exactly as many as they're used to. You can see the main road here is pretty quiet. And businesses here tell us they really need that volume. They need those day trippers coming down here to get gas or groceries. And some worry that it's going to be these expensive tests that keep those hordes of tourists from coming back into the States. We're live in Blaine tonight. Steve Kickens, Fox 13 News.